Welcome back to week 5 of the Temperature Blanket Crochet-a-Long. For January 29th, we are going to be doing a simple single crochet in the color white. So I'm going to start this off by doing a chain 1 and then turning my work. And then we're just going to go into this first chain space and place 2 single crochets. So just insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. And there's 2 single crochets. Now I'm going to place another single crochet into my double crochet stitch, and then 2 more single crochets into the next chain space. And I'm just going to repeat this process all the way across the piece, making sure I still end up with 300 stitches, just so we don't have anything kind of wonky going on. But this is what it should look like once you finish that row. Now moving on to January 30th, we're going to be doing a single crochet stitch again in this dark olive color. So I'm just going to start off by inserting my new color, chaining 1, and then turning my work. And now I'm just going to go into the very first single crochet stitch, place a single crochet, and you're just going to continue this same process all the way across your piece. It should be pretty easy because we already have single crochets, so you're just going to go into every single crochet. And then this is what it'll look like when you're all finished. We have a nice little white-green pattern going on. Moving on to January 31st, we're going to be doing a bobble stitch to end the month. So I am using this dark purple color, and I'm going to insert my hook, or insert my new color, and then we're going to go ahead and just chain 1 and then turn our work. So I'm doing kind of a spaced out bobble stitch, so I'm going to place 6 single crochets to start this off. So I'm just going to go ahead and do, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and just go into the 6 stitches. Now once you finish your 6 single crochets, we're going to go ahead and place a bobble stitch. So to do this, we're going to go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and then don't finish your stitch. We're going to yarn over, insert our hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and we're going to complete this process until we have a total of 6 loops left on our hook. And just make sure you're going into that same stitch every time. And one more time. Now once you have 6 loops on your hook, you're going to go ahead and yarn over and pull through all 6 loops to finish your bobble stitch. And now we're going to repeat that same pattern where we just single crochet 6 and then create a bobble. I think the bobble stitch will be a fun stitch to kind of do at the end of every month to kind of just separate the months and create a little bit of texture, so I think that's my plan. But this is what it looks like when you're all finished. And now we're moving on to start off February with a half double crochet. So today's color is back to this dark olive shade, and I'm going to go ahead and start by chaining 3. And then we'll turn our work, and I'm just going to yarn over, insert my hook into the very first stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through the 3 loops on my hook to complete the half double crochet. And we're just going to repeat this all the way across. Make sure you're just half double crochet in each of your 6 single crochets, and then you'll just place 1 half double crochet in your bobble stitch. And then this is what it should look like when you're all finished. Moving on to February 2nd, we're going to create a spike stitch. So I'm using the color white today. And I just added in my new color, And we're going to start off by just chaining 1 and then turning our work. So I'm just going to insert my hook into the very first stitch and place a single crochet. And then we'll go in the next stitch and place a single crochet. And we'll also place a single crochet in the next stitch for a total of 3 single crochets. And then in the 4th stitch, we're actually going to insert our hook into the stitch below that stitch and just create a single crochet. And this will create a kind of spiked effect. As you can see, the single crochet stitch is longer than the others. So we're just going to repeat this pattern all the way across, where we do 3 single crochets, a spike single crochet, 3 more single crochets. And then this is what your row should look like when you're all finished. Just creates kind of a fun look to the piece. And now we're going to move on to February 3rd, and we're going to be doing a shell stitch. So I'm back to this dark purple color. I added my new color, and I'm going to go ahead and just chain 1 and then turn my work. And now in the very first stitch, I'm going to go ahead and just insert my hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 to complete a single crochet. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to yarn over, and we're actually going to skip 2 stitches and go into this 3rd stitch. And we're going to place 5 double crochets to make a shell stitch. So you're just going to want to do 5 double crochets in the same stitch. And this is what it'll look like when you're all finished. We're going to go ahead and skip 2 more stitches and just place another single crochet, and this is just the pattern that will be working throughout the entire row. So just single crochet, shell stitch, single crochet. Then this is what it should look like when you finish the row. Now to finish off the week for February 4th, we're going to be doing another shell stitch, and today I have the color orange for my temperature blanket, and I added my new color in. We're going to go ahead and chain 3. And since we're going to kind of stagger the shells between the other shells, it's going to start a little bit different than the previous row. So once you do the 3 chains, that's going to count as the first double crochet, and we're going to go ahead and put 2 more double crochets in that very first stitch, and this will create kind of like our half shell just to start the row. And now I'm going to go ahead and count. I'm going to skip 2 stitches, and into that 3rd stitch, which should be the center of your shell, I'm going to place a single crochet. And then we're going to go ahead and work our shell into the single crochet space of the previous row. So you should skip 2 stitches and go into the single crochet stitch and just place 3 or 5 double crochets in that same stitch. And you're just going to repeat that pattern all the way across, and then this is what it should look like when you're all finished. You can see they're kind of between the other shells. But yeah, that's all for this week, and I'll see you guys next week for another Temperature Blanket Crochet Along. Bye!